Hey guys, this is Poetspice and I'm here to do the number 7 prompt for December daily, and I am going to show you how to make an 8-petaled hand cut flower. So if you don't have any dies, this is a perfect way to use that. I'm also going to show you how to make some of your own paper. So if you just have some printer paper or anything like that that you want to use and want to decorate up, or you can use scrapbook paper. I would not suggest that you use a thick paper because otherwise you're going to have issues cutting it. So let me go ahead and show you some examples. I've done this video 3 times today. So here are some examples of some paper flowers that you can use doing the 8-petal technique. So here's one that's really dimensional. So if you wanted to do a very dimensional project, you could. This has 3 layers with some glitter glue. Here's another one. This has like 6 layers of different sizes that you could use. You could make them flat so that you could just have multiple layers and then just stick them in your journals or cards and make them flat. Here I have one that's 3 layers. Let's see, can it focus here? Are you focusing? Let's see, can we get to focus? There we go. So it has 3 layers here, and there's a little snowflake in the center and some glitter glue. And then there's these, and I put a little gem here. If you can see that, if it's gonna do focusing right. And here I used another die cut to stick in between and some glitter glue to make a center. So those are the smaller ones. Those are about 3 inches. So whatever size you cut your square, that's going to be the size flower. Now here is a jumbo one that I made. So let me bring it down a little bit, see if that helps. So here is a jumbo one that I made. It's 3 layers using 6x6 paper. And I was actually using this in the last video of demonstration. And then this is something I got from Donna Gonzalez, so I thought it'd be really cute to put that in the center. And there you go. All right, so let me show you how to make some paper. All you need to do is take some strips of paper. You don't even need to know the size. Just ink up a stamp. Ink up a stamp. And you can do a design on your paper. You could leave it plain, of course. Just doesn't even matter. You don't have to. Just do what you want. And then I'm just going to do this on the back to get some of this ink off. Okay? So very simple in that way. You could add as many colors, designs, and whatever. So then you have paper. The next step is very simple. Any piece of paper that you have, you can make it square, and that's what you need to make these flowers. So just take this piece, this corner here, and you're going to fold it along the edge to make it square. So get it lined up, point to the line. And then once you have that, you can just go ahead and cut it. So I'm just going to cut that. And then you have a square based on whatever size paper you have. And you don't even need to measure. You can just take a scrap and do that. Measure it down, cut it, and then you have the square that you need. Okay? Now, if you want each layer to be a different size so it nests inside, you take one and then cut the next square a little smaller and a little smaller. I would go at least 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch smaller so that you can, you know, have a layered look. Okay, so I'm just going to go throw these to the side. And I'm going to use a larger piece of paper so that you can see how this works. So hopefully, are we in? Here, let me use this brown. I think the brown will be easier for you to see. So here's a 6x6. We're going to do the same thing. And you'll notice most of your paper is not actually cut extremely square. So you're going to have a little bit of on it. You know what I'm saying? So here's this. Just go like this. Get it there. So you have that. And then here's the center. So I'm going to mark the center for you. Just so you can see what we're doing. So here's the center. Roughly. And then here's the outside edge. Okay? So you can see that. So just go ahead and do your square. And fold it over in triangle. Then you're going to take this And I'll do it this way just so you can see. So you're going to take this and fold it over to the next corner and line it up. Now, because this is kind of thick paper, I'm going to go ahead and use a bone folder, although it's really plastic, to smooth that out. All right, so we went from here to here. Now what we're going to do, there's the center piece. This is the piece we just folded. Take this piece and bring it up to this side and line it up. So basically creating a bunch of triangles. So line it up there, right? And then you're going to turn it over because you still have this extra flap and do the same thing. Take it and line it up to that side. All right? So there you have that. Awesome. So here is what you started with. Okay? Fold it, fold it, fold it back on itself, flip it over, fold it back on itself. Remember the point center, you do not want to cut. Now, I tend to cut this way. I don't know, I just like the point up at the top. So you could just cut any shape you like. And so I'm just going to, remember, don't cut this bottom part here or your petals will fall apart. So I'm just going to do something like this. Right. And then you want to go down and cut some of that side off. Okay. And then just, you can come back and trim it up any way you want. All right, so then we have that, and this is what we're left with. Now, if you want your other layers to look exactly like this with the same shape, just go ahead and lay that down and trace it. So we'll open it up, and there you have your petals. Now you'll notice here that part of this is stuck together, so just fold it back up and trim that off. Remember, don't cut the center. So there you go. So there's one layer. See that? Awesome. And then you do the same thing for another layer. So I'm just going to do this faster. Point to point to create a triangle. I tend to cut with the side that I want showing on the inside. Then from here to here, over to this side. All right. And get it all lined up. I want that lined up. I'm going to go ahead and use my bone folder so I can get it together. Pull it back onto the line itself. Flip it over. Line it back up. Get that lined up. There you go. So there you have it. Here's the center. There's the open pieces. And then you can cut again. Whatever size shape you want, or kind of shape. And I think I'm just going to make this like dip in a lot more that time. And I'm going to go back over here and do kind of the same thing. Right? There you go. And it's slightly different. Now the fun thing about this is if you have a cameo or a scan and cut, something like that, you can take the design that you cut and make your own die cut. So see, there's another layer. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so then all you have to do is take one layer and you can put another layer, and don't line it up exactly, you want to offset it. So that's awesome right there. And you can ink before, so let me just show. I mean, everybody knows how to ink, but you can just go around and ink it. You know, if you want to ink on the insides, like get some color on the bottom, because you know when you fold it up it'll show in different places. So ink the bottom, and then you can do the same thing around the edges. You can add glitter, you can add glue, you can add other die cuts, so forth and so on, and it just makes it so interesting. And you can do whatever you want, and then you know you cut it one way, but you can turn it around and be like, nah, I like this other print. That's what I did on the other one. I decided that I wanted it a different way. So and notice I'm not even taking real care to be all perfect. You can, but you know, you just can make it your own. And then you just go ahead, figure out the way you like it. I like the brown one on the bottom. And then just take some glue And like I said, you could stick things in there, like if you wanted a leaf or lace or something like that. You can stick that in between the layers. Just put some glue on there and get that down. You know, just full with the way you like it. See? So there's that one. And then there you go. And like I said, you can add layers, you can add beads, you can put a bottle cap, anything you want in the center. Okay, so there it is with 2 layers, just flat, you know. And then if you want to do some curling, you could take you want to hold on to it because you know paper will rip. You can do some curling, anything you want, just to make it dimensional. Or you can leave it flat so it fits right in your book. Okay, so that's just a little tutorial on how to do that. I'll show you a finished one again. Here's one that's that size, right? And then here are the smaller ones. So let me go ahead and tell you what the challenge is because I have a giveaway that's attached to mine. Okay, so here, there's some for you to look at. And I'm just going to do real quick that the challenge is to make some of these paper flowers for your December daily, of course, and put some in there. And I have a giveaway. So for my giveaway, all it requires is that you make some flowers, take a picture if you do pictures, and post them on the Facebook group in the December Daily Inspiration group hosted by Shiles, and make sure you tag me so that I know you did it. Or you can make a video. I prefer videos because it's just easier to find it, and then tag me and let me know that you did it. And then you will be having one entry into winning a 5x7 envelope full of die cuts. It goes from today, which is December 19th, until December 26th, and then that's when I'll pick a winner. So that's a very simple, easy thing to do. So I hope you enjoy this and have a good day. Thanks for watching, and go join the group if you're doing December Daily. Bye.